Hey, how's it going, everyone? So, I'm gonna collect some more pollen and pollinate one of the Stellatus from Monterey Park, my local one. This is some pollen I previously used. I'm just going to cross out the old date, but today's date, the 3rd. And I'm gonna go collect some pollen. I was gonna use a new jar, but it'll be fine to use this old same one I used previously. Let's see. I have a brush here. So I have easy access to this Stellatus, which is, it's not high. See it here. This one's from Monterey Park. Do you think the flowers look the same? Okay, so I'm going to use the same container. Oh man. Yeah, there's a good amount of pollen coming out. Not crazy, but this pollen, if you see from other videos, the other videos part of this series, there's the pollen is really fine. And I'm gonna use this. I have 2 more buds on the Stellatus from Long Beach. So the clones of this one, you can see there's quite a few more. There's quite a few buds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 10 buds maybe. All of these fell off. None were pollinated. So I'm trying to make sure I get at least one fruit. I mean, I'll be ecstatic. I just want to know what color the fruit is. So here it is. Very little pollen, but that's cool. A little goes a long way. I have a few more buds here. You see, oh, this one didn't take. That sucks. But on a good note, I think this one took. The one on the right side. I think that one's plumping up. But still, I want to get as much fruit as I can this late in the year, even though it's pretty chilly. Even though it's chilly and it rained, it's kind of rained a little bit a few days ago, or yesterday, the day before. It's gonna be in the 90s. I think today's gonna be like in the high 80s. So you see, there's a little bit of pollen. I mean, that's cool. Just a little goes a long way. You don't need that much. So I'm gonna put a silica pack. Ideally, I would want to collect this in the nighttime. Let it sit on my counter to make sure the pollen is dry, and then put it in the freezer. You know what? I'm just gonna let it sit here for now, just a little bit, while I go. And I'm not gonna use this container. This is a brand new container. I bought like a 30 pack. So what I'm gonna do now is look for the Long Beach pollen, which I should have 2 containers. This is right here. So this is from the 27th. I have one here from the 29th. I'm gonna use the older one. Just do see how much pollen. Let me see how much pollen is in here. Let me just clean the brush a little bit, and oh, this one has a good amount of pollen. And enough. I'm gonna chuck this back in the freezer just because I have a lot more buds to pollinate. And I saw the other Stellatus that I have in the backyard. It looks like, I think there's 2 or 3 more buds, and they look like they're gonna open within a few days. So hopefully I get to have buds open from 2 different Stellatuses during the same time, and then that'd be awesome, because nothing beats fresh pollen, especially if it's compatible pollen, which is, they're the same species, just different. They're not the same clone. So okay, here's the Stellatus from Monterey Park, my local Stellatus. Trying to focus here. Let me see what's a good angle. So stigma's right here. I'm trying to play with the stigma so it kind of opens up a bit. And then, if you could see, I have pollen on here. Not a crazy amount, but you only need a little bit. Okay, I kind of dabbed it on there. Now I'm just gonna move it around all crazy, hoping this sets fruit. I don't know. Maybe I should have used the micro cotton swab, but I think it's pollinated. We'll see. Oh man, look at this. So it's all wet. It's the nectar that's in the flower. These flowers have a lot of nectar in them. Look at this. It's crazy. So we'll see. I think I pollinated this, but if I didn't, I have a lot more buds to attempt to pollinate it with. I have 2 containers of pollen from a different Stellatus. It's frozen, but you know what? The one in the backyard. Let me show you really quick. So this one is my local one. This is my Monterey Park, or if you want to call it the LA. I'm in LA County. You want to call this the Los Angeles or Monterey Park Stellatus. And then the different Stellatus that I have, it has a lot of flowers that previously opened. It has a lot of flowers that previously opened. None of them opened last night. I think it was 2, 3, and 4 a few days ago. So let's go check it out really quick. Check out a quick update on it. Let's see. So you can see all these flowers are closed. Did I pollinate them? Did they get pollinated correctly? Was a frozen pollen viable? Was a Huasticorum pollen, was it compatible with this? And I use some, if you see my other videos, I use frozen and one time I used frozen and non-fresh pollen. So here's the one that I operated on. Did it take? I don't know. I can't tell yet. We won't know for another good solid week. But if you see behind, there's 2 more buds here. And I'm hoping, ideally, for those 2 buds to open the same day as the other buds in the Stellatus. I think it's gonna happen. Yeah, I think it's gonna happen. So I'm kind of excited about it, to use fresh pollen against fresh pollen. And you can see the dew on top. You see how it's wet? Can you see how it's let's see. You see how it's wet? So I'm gonna go ahead and before those are about to open, I'm gonna go ahead and cover them with the bag. Anyways, guys, cheers for now.